All right, guys. In this one, I'm going to be going through and just trying to work on senior photos quick as possible. They're going to be branded, and we're going to go through how I work on photos. And I pick some of the best for Photoshop, the ones that I really want to detail. Go to File, New, and I will create. What I like to do is an artboard for social media. Now, this is for Instagram. It's portrait, so it can take up the most like real estate for photo or video, and it's 1080 by 1350 pixel at 300 DPI and 16-bit and whatever your color preference is. That's what I like right there. And I'm going to click Create, and I already have it. I would go File, Place Embed to bring the logo in. Then I'm just going to go File, Open, wherever your photos are. Let's see, View, Extra Large Icons. Well, this is a client work. Okay, and I get a lot of it. Those are the other senior. We had 2 senior shoots from referral. Love photography. It's just, it's fun. Get some great compositions. All right, so we're gonna go through and select our pictures. And yes, there was a snowboard involved. The 786 RAW, I think, is way better. All right, I shoot in RAW and JPEG, guys. I use the Sony a7 III with 2 lenses, the 135mm portrait lens and a 50mm Sony lens, prime, both fixed focal points. All right, now right away, as you can kind of see, Adobe is just going to apply. We're going to go with, I like the portrait on this one. But let's go up here and not forget our geometry. Actually got it right. Wow. Normally Photoshop's always got something to say about our geometry, even when our cameras say we're accurate. This is more, turn down them highlights. Shadows to punch in the back. Shadows to bump it up to wash them out. In this case, I could still bump them up and win. Okay, white down, white up. Black to wash out, black to punch in detail. All right, let's just see as shot versus what they're trying to assign me here. We're going to go with as shot. This is more. Nope. Check our saturation for our yellows, oranges, greens, and reds. Cool. Trim the reds down a little bit. It won't hurt. And then the same for hue. These reds can go orange or pink. Oranges can get real crazy too. It's always good to check that with the skin tone. Easy to do. See how this can go more brownish to the left and more lime green to the, or no. And, yeah, almost green, yeah. These greens for sure go more like fall colors to the left and more lime green jungle, broccoli to the right. We're fine right there. Optics, because this is raw, we get to remove chromatic aberration and use profile corrections. All right. Lens blur, no, we are good. Click open or you lose it. Well, you don't lose your settings, but all right, this is really cool. You bring in your logo, file, place embedded. I have one over here. I'm just going to drag it and bottom right that sucker. Oh, it's really small, but it's a smart object right here, meaning I can expand it without losing any detail or hurting it. And if not, you could right click and click convert to smart object. Okay. I like to turn my logos down a little bit. All right. This remove tool is great. But can it do a hair over the eye without destroying the eye? Is it smart enough? I kind of drug the eye up a little bit. I don't like that. What I could do is get a little bit technical with this. Oh, come on. Steady hands. Steady hands. Aha. Way better. Okay. And that's the technique for getting those little suckers out of there. Those little hairs. And right here, just a little bit of discoloration. Not a big deal, but... All right, now we're just going to go for the big stuff. Or hair. And this brush is really good at maintaining and bringing over skin texture as well. You don't get it automatic, obviously. It wants to think. Don't get rid of the freckles. I'm going to kind of get some of that hair off that eye, though. It's a little much. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to try the replace brush. Yeah, the remove tool. Okay, I might have to grab my healing brush. Yeah, my hardness is at 0. And just use like some area from over there to, yeah, kind of make that go away. Now we're going to go back to this remove tool, and it's this hair right here. And try to, could probably kill that too, so we don't hear that. Oh, I don't know. 50-50. Ooh. All right, we're not going to sit here and do a bunch of fly hair editing, but we're going to do a few. Look at that. It didn't even touch that. That's great. I'll knock out that one. Just like big, long, curly Q. It's kind of all right, but try to stay connected. You can get them all. Okay, not all of it. Normally, like the smaller the area, smaller the move, it'll be, Photoshop won't have such a hard time. It's when you start really pushing the, how much area you're trying to cover, Photoshop kind of doesn't always still get it. It's gotten a lot better though. All right. I'm all right with that. Face is all right. All right, look at that. We'll get some big spots down here. Here we go. Come on, Photoshop. Oh, cleaned it up. I'm going for some big strides right now just to see if it... Uh-oh. Kind of lost some... There it is. That looks normal again. Now, could I use a bigger brush and try to, like, really manhandle this photo? Sure. But it's pretty good. All right. All right. Anything else? I feel like I'm getting like way too picky. Wait, did I just leave like one whisker down there? Just kidding. All right. The eyes, and the face. So we just need to back up a little bit and the hair and just like The next thing I would do, I'm going to pull my dodge tool. All right, this is right around the size of the eye, the open area. It's too small. Okay. We are going to try highlights for 45 is going to be a little much, but I'll show you. Too much. But that's what we're doing. That's the goal right there. Too much still. I mean, it looks cool, but it's too much. There we go. 25 brightens it up and doesn't look nuts. All right, now if I want to, I could go back again. It stacks though at 50, and that's too much. Okay. Also, kind of cool is doing the same thing with the dodge tool, and we can go over hair, right? See that? It's going to bring out highlights in the hair. So if you got people with, there's sun streaks in their hair or something, and it looks really cool. It's summer out. Cool. Try it out. Also taking this to like the shape of his face. We'll try 600. And I would just kind of give you an idea by turning it up and dabbing it once. It's way too much. But if I turn it down and I kind of like paint with, like move the brush, the way the light's kind of coming in, it's a win. Not totally on board with that. Let's try this. Want it even. That's even. So you have to do it a few times and hit edit, undo, or edit, undo, and to get it correct. That does not look like I added any type of light to it. The other brush would be the burn tool, which would do the same. Okay. Screensaver changed on me. All right. And then the sharpen tool, 4 features. Okay, this is great. Now I'm too close. All right, for this one, I'm feeling sharpen. We'll try a little bit of the hair. Give it some detail. And then the eyes, we could touch them once. The nose, the lips. And I could make this smaller and then just hit like around, kind of like keep the brush on the inside like that. And we're only hitting it for 33. So if you really wanted to make it a little bit bigger, a lot of bit bigger, you could. That'll kind of like give that line more definition there. Remember, you're stacking when you go over it twice. Don't want to do it too much, but that's too big. Try to keep that on the inside. All right. That's going to be our edit. And now we're going to give a couple creative looks to this. All right. So, because I like just like this, I'm going to export this for the client. Yeah, we got some cool looks already. All right. And then now with my layer selected, I'm going to go to that Nik Collection. You can type in Nik Collection and go hit the downloads if you'd like to go get yourself a free copy. All right. This gets nuts. This is kind of cool. All right. Where's the strength? It's going to kill all my highlights. Good. That'd be okay, but like, I'm just not really with that color. No, I don't want to set a new. But it's kind of fun just to show you anyways. All right. So we could go in here and play with all these options. Solarization. Here's a bunch of like just really like Y filters in here, but you know, there's this for light strength. Light temperature, brightness, saturation. All right. I'm going to go with what I love. It's pro contrast. Sometimes it works great. Sometimes I hate it. That was such like a slight, like subtle change. It's cool. Correct contrast. Careful, it's gonna do too much. Dynamic. Starting to wash out the background by adding too much light. That's going to take away the highlights completely. We don't want that. We want that. Let's see. Should we try their vignette filter? And then transition's got to go smoother. Slight. Too slight. So it's either nothing or very, just like that. Turn it off, turn it up. Up. Here's one creative look. So this will be their second photo they get. I'm not feeling to bring this through Photoshop again or add anything else to it, so I'm going to export it. Pro contrast, and I forgot the name of the other filter. That's all right. All right, so turn that layer off. Hit this one more time. So there's different situations for like every photo. That's why I feel these are just so important to make. Right. I don't know how I'm feeling on this one. Set string. Not a big deal. All right, where is my detail enhancer, detail extractor? Here we go. This is also known to kill backgrounds too because it just turns up the details. But just a little bit better. Don't mind. Now watch. I like it to where he pops off the background a little bit. Right about there. And we don't want to do too much of the detail, but what's really cool is I can turn the detail up more like this. And then I can go get that other overlay, that other pro contrast one. Watch this. This is going to be a cool effect. And then I can cut him out because what's going to happen is I'm going to ruin this background. All right. I'll export it. I'll give it to him, but then I'll bring it back and I'll cut him out and I'll have a softer background and he'll just come right off the page with it. Or I don't have to cut them out. I could just blur the background in Photoshop and we could see how that does. All right, so now this is starting to be like over processed here. Correct color cast. Might be too orange. We'll take care of that though. All right, apply. So, background's actually, all right, how I would do this, I would duplicate layer. Okay. The one we're going to cut out is the top layer. Let's turn the other ones off so we're not confused. Select subject. Okay, great. Our mask is messed up. Come up here to the object selection tool. Come hit plus. Oh. Quick selection tool. Hit the plus. The mask is set for 8, so it's a small amount. It's going to move, but just a little bit. Left click and just make small moves. That's perfect. I just want to make sure there's nothing else right there. Okay, everything else is outlined really good. So plus to push out and minus to push the mask in. Okay, and now we're going to go selected mask. Great. Yeah, this will work. We're going to go new layer. Okay. Now, turn that off. Turn the layer we just took that from. And we can bring this into camera raw. And what we're going to do is we're going to go, let's see, instead of like softening it up, I mean, we could do that as well. We turn the texture, turn that texture in the background down so it gets that blur right back. Turn the clarity down. I mean, that would do it too. Or the other way would be to go to lens blur and do it that way. I'm happy with this. I like saving time. And then I could turn this on and look at that. Here we go. So if we left it on that layer, he'd be soft looking, but we turn it back on and that punches that detail right back in. I think that looks even better. So you can combine the layer. You can, hold shift or just have the eyes on a layer that you want exported for Photoshop. You can right click and hit merge layers if you want. I know Photoshop will bring this out together though. I'll go ahead and hit merge layers anyways. And I'll export this and then make one for social media. So they can have a couple alternatives, fun stuff to share. All right. Quality 6. Yeah, this is good. Okay. NKPC, and what was the other one? Detail Extractor, DE. Okay, good, save. All right, now I come over here, and I'm going to drag and drop this guy right there. Yes, I always have this problem. That'd be a great photo to give him, huh? All right. We don't got too much room to mess around, do we? Okay, the other alternative would be to put this in some type of fancy template that would give us more room. Or I could maybe throw over some paper rip overlays or something on that, but bring your logo up and export your winnings. Uh-oh, wrong way. Oh, I can show you those other ones. These are the other ones I made. I just brought the photos, uploaded them in Canva, and dropped them on a template and put 2024. Kind of fun. All right. fun stuff. And let's get the name of that. Just go ahead and put a SM for social media. Try to keep my filing stuff real simple. All right, there we go. I'm going to clear that off for the next one, and this I can just close.